Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Scarlet Hollow, where we've recently just visited Reese's place. Reese, the tortured artist who lives in the basement and suffers from some sort of an affliction, but we don't know exactly what it is he is suffering from. Being kept inside by Dr. Kelly. Now, something weird happened when I went to wash my hands. It was like I was forced to try and break into the clinic. Forced how? It was like something was making me go there. I wonder, was it like that carving in the pit last night? Before you had that seizure, it was kind of like you were hypnotized. I didn't really have a good angle from the top of that ladder, but I guess I'll take your word on it. Hypnotism seems like a step up from what we've been dealing with, though. I mean, I don't know, a lot happened last night, but the whole thing was very trance-like. I guess it was kind of similar. What if there's another carving in there? That'd be so weird. If there is, I wonder if it'd give you another vision. Maybe these things have something to do with the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe, Malice got. Did either of you get impression that Dr. Kelly is afraid of Reese? She never turned her back towards him. Are you sure she wasn't just being overprotective? I'm sure that's all that's going on, and she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. I don't think it was the 2 bites of food. He definitely got his adrenaline going. Maybe that had something to do with it. Yeah, but if she was being overprotective, she'd have sat between us and him. She had her back to the window. That's interesting. If anyone should be afraid of anyone in that house, Reese should be afraid of his mom. I think you're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is good people. You know, maybe Stella's not a very good judge of character. Maybe. Like, she's all about, like she approves of Tabitha. Maybe she's right about Tabitha. Maybe she's just incredibly optimistic. So not necessarily a bad judge of character, but just optimistic. Really, really wants to see the best of people, even though she's not necessarily good at seeing that there is some worse. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick, but it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure. Its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Such as whatever this is? What that thing is that's staring back at us? And these ditchlings? And this one? This is becoming more ominous. Maybe Stella is right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. I doubt it. You can't help but feel like you're about to walk into a slasher movie. You run through a mental list of everyone who's joining you, trying to figure out if you'd make it to the end. Who are you kidding? If anyone has final girl energy, it's Stella or Kanika. Before you enter, a pair of figures in the nearby bush catch your eye. You can't help but feel that with every passing day, the ditchlings grow bolder. That is very, very true. Oh, you can go on a reading adventure. Jeez, that's the art you have in the library? I want to say this was after the mine collapse, if I remember correctly. And the kitty. What else is in the background? Creepy church, okay. Alright, just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in the place with them as they left. Hey, Oscar, are you back yet? Shh, you can't yell in a library, it's against the rules. It's after hours, rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay. Yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't feeling up for a longer hangout, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay, just means we have one more time to hunt ghosts. I've come fully loaded, got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video camera, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, Sharpies and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. Did you bring salt? Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Did you bring salt, though? Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug-out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple bags here overnight before I got back from the mines. After I got back from the mines. That is a completely different sentence when you change out that one word. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying, and after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Avery, glad you made it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. Sure thing. Always happy to offer a hand or two. Glad there'll be someone else with a level head in there tonight. Whoa, is that an AMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic microphone. You really covered all your bases. Maybe I spoke too soon. Yes, he clearly has some sort of idea how some of these things work. You know me, Kanika. I'm as level-headed as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday, and that mine only collapsing out again after 100 years while y'all were there? I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. I've got a bad feeling about this. There were ditchlings in the bushes outside. Who knows how many more are lurking around here? Are those the monsters you saw in the woods? Just once I'd like to actually see some of this stuff myself. Trust me, you don't. If Sybil's right, we're only going to see more of them as time goes on. We can't let them get in the way of things. Let's see. There could always be a rational, non-supernatural explanation to what I saw last night. Like aliens. Oh yeah, I could see that. No way, we're not going down that route. It was just a mine collapse. Sure, we all got a little riled up in there, but the knocking is just what happens before a mine collapse. There's nothing supernatural or extraterrestrial about that. But what if it was buried spaceship, rising from the ground and disturbing the mine, causing the collapse? Gotta keep an open mind, that's all I'm saying. Oh, that's a good one. I'm writing that down in my notes. Can't rule anything out. You're all messing with me, aren't you? Never. Oh. Who? Zane? Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way was I gonna forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you could make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. Okay, so we've got Shaggy, we've got Scooby, Velma, Daphne, what were the names of the other Scooby crew? Jeez. Fred? Was that it? Am I forgetting somebody from the Scooby crew? That's everyone. Wait, what about Tabby? What about her? She's not here. Let's get started. I guess she can catch up to us once she gets here. Well, if y'all are itching to get started, it's through the back. Follow me. You and your companions grab some equipment from one of Stella's carefully stashed bug-out bags before heading towards the junction connecting Oscar's house and the library. Looks like the sun has almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Actually, would the pug be Scooby or would the pug be Scrappy? Who's Rosalina again? Hey! Oh, the kid. You didn't think you'd be doing this without me, did you? Rosalina, I thought you were at Alexis' place. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. She's really convincing. Oh, hi Zane. What's up? Also, we are really getting a crowd of people for this ghost hunting exercise. Yo. You don't have to leave me out of stuff like this anymore, Dad. I'm not some fragile thing that needs protecting. I can handle seeing a ghost, or whatever it is that's keeping us out of our house. I really don't think you want to see what's in there, Rosalina. I don't know if you'd ever be able to feel safe in our house again if you knew it was there. I mean, Zane's coming. It's not like tonight is an adults-only event. She's got a good point, Mr. G. Yeah, I don't want to be coddled just because you're scared. Alexis and I can handle this. Yeah, we can totally handle this. Okay, I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets to be too much and you want to leave, okay? Thanks, Dad. Now let's get our house back. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls, and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. Aside from the painting on the floor, this living room feels too normal, too human to be haunted. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. Okay, this bookend, these bookend statues, I approve of. Oh, also, we've got ditchlings in the background, looking through the sheer curtains. A drawing of her dad. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. It's just down the hall. Oscar and Kanika startle as the door swings open. Hold it, you're not taking my cousin along on any more of your little hijinks without me. The gang's all here. Wow, so crowded. Tabby! I can't believe you had the audacity... wrong person. I can't believe you had the audacity to give me the slip earlier today, Malice. After I explicitly asked you not to, at least you did me the courtesy of letting me know exactly where you'd be tonight, so I didn't have to waste my time looking for you. Great, she made it. Wow, Malice, you really brought the whole gang together today. I have every right to be here, Kanika. My family built this place, you know. Yeah, I know. We all know. Malice, what made you think inviting her was a good idea? Let's see. She just wants to make sure I don't get hurt. Yeah, I'm looking out for my cousin. If y'all are gonna drag Malice into dangerous situations every night, you'll have to deal with having a chaperone. Got it? Okay, sure, the mine was definitely dangerous, but a haunted house? Come on, this is one of the least dangerous things someone can do. It's basically a slumber party. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people, plus a dog. Yeah. I don't know, Kanika. I usually don't see much action out in the woods, and you know Malice and I both wound up in a pretty hairy situation Monday night. I don't think we can rule out the possibility of grave danger. Exactly. I'm not underestimating how much danger Malice can find themselves in, even while walking through a perfectly normal house. We just have a talent for that. Just finding danger in the most ordinary of circumstances. Sounds like we're in for an interesting night. I'm glad I didn't stay in the same town with the people I went to high school with. No wonder small towns have so much drama. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does. I definitely feel that. Same, I've got chills. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than the other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Let me see that picture. I mistrust that picture. Great, we found the ghost. Case closed. Good work, team. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there's something back there, I'm not scared of it, I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. Alright, gang, I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. Great. Maybe it's just shy. It's possible that it doesn't like crowds. It's only ever shown itself while I was alone. You're welcome then. We busted it just by showing up. I can't believe you were so weak that you were driven out of your house by a ghost that's too afraid to show itself. Dad, you said it usually comes out at night, right? I guess that means it still has time to show up. I thought you weren't convinced any of this was real, Rosalina. If my dad believes in it this much, I'm gonna keep an open mind. God, what if it is just all in my head? I'm not sure it'd be more of a relief or an embarrassment. I don't know, this cold spot is pretty solid evidence, though I wouldn't be satisfied until we see a full-bodied apparition. Hey, Oscar, If we wind up seeing this thing, how spooky is it gonna look? Scale of 1 to 10. It's a 10. Definitely a 10. That's what I'd like to hear. Maybe we should all wander off on our own. Could raise our chances of seeing it. No, absolutely not. I think we all know how that would go. Yeah, that's definitely a no-go. If we discover a ghost here, I want us all to discover it together. That's not exactly the angle I was going for, but okay. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Ah, there's the stain. Oh my god, look at this adorable bat. Many Boys is an amazing name for a boy band, I've got to say. Alright, let's save our game real quick. That feeling again, like the mines, like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house. Though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Yeesh, that's gotta be tough to scrub out. Doesn't the county own this house? Do they know about the damaged carpet? Have you seen your house? I don't see how that's relevant. Weird, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. This stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count. And it just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be that paranormal stuff will activate if we give it reason to. Also, maybe you should remove the carpeting to, like, examine whether it's a problem with your plumbing. If it keeps coming back. Oh, good idea. I've never heard of bleach-activated ghost before. You don't use bleach to clean a carpet, Tabitha. Whatever, how was I supposed to know? Not everybody gets to learn how to clean things. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Also, having this many people in a room with the windows closed, and likely the door closed, and bleaching the carpet is probably going to be really bad for everybody, considering the fumes. Not to mention, it's not a very good choice for cleaning carpet anyway, because it'll cause the color to go out. Let's see, have you tried... There we go, we've got the sensible questions. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? In a house owned by the government? Nope, I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of the carpet every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll just take you to court for neglect instead. Did it not occur to you that there could be a leaky pipe under the floor? I hate to agree with Tabitha on anything, but some kind of structural damage does seem likely. Tearing up the carpet doesn't seem like such a bad idea. And also, if there's a problem with something taking place within a government building, there should always be a means to communicate said problem and get it fixed. In theory. I'm not saying definitely, but in theory. Plus, there might be something written under there in blood. Only one way to be sure. Oh, is she actually removing? Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. We'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it. Oh. There's a hatch. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing the hatch, the floor around it stained in reddish brown. There's a broken seal around its edges. Whoever carpeted over this hatch didn't want anyone going down there. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Well, how would they be able to leave the hatch and then come back downstairs without moving the carpet? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. Nope, nope, nope. There's a broken seal around its edges. Someone doesn't want us down there. Yeah, but how long ago was it sealed up? Whoever did this has gotta be long gone, right? There's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted, alright. You got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Still no readings though. None of the equipment has made a sound. Of course not. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. That does sound sensible. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through the carpet, and it's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. It's as simple as that. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Oh, okay, that changes things. Well, you tested it wrong. It can't be blood, right? Kanika's right, you've got a muddy floor, and that's why it's so cold in here too. There's wet dirt under the house. Congratulations, we solved your ghost problem. Again. No way. There's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we know what's down there. I'm with Stella. This is my room and I need to know what's down there. That is, I would also like to know what's down under the hatch. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. You come to in Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale, with an undercurrent of mold and earth. It makes you feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. How did we end up back here? Where is everyone? Did we pass out again? Was there a gas leak in the basement or something? Okay, what the hell is going on? Maybe it's another gas pocket, or mold, or something shaken loose by the collapse yesterday. I don't know. This isn't exactly a normal occurrence for me. Now let's get the hell out of here before the bad air gives us brain damage. Your cousin marches to the front door and opens it. Why does it look like Oscar's house is in front of us? Didn't we just leave? Whoop, I'm sorry, wrong voice. I must be misremembering things. Let's go. What if the others are passed out in Oscar's house or somewhere deeper into the library? Then going back for them won't do them any good. If they're not outside or in the library, we'll call the cops and let them take care of it. We don't want to wind up passing out again. We're of no use to anyone like that. The two of you cross the hallway and open the door. Something isn't right, really. Wow. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drift on the breeze. This Tabitha, please tell me I'm not the only one seeing that scratchy shadow in the distance. You're not. What the hell is that thing? Okay. Had to get some water because my throat was getting very dry and very scratchy. So, let us continue. You're not. What the hell is that thing? Am I having a stroke? Are you having a stroke? Are we both having the same stroke at the same time? Do you see that creature behind the thorns? That's one of the bad omens Stella and I found in the woods. Ew. Oh yeah, that one, the ditchling. Ah, so maybe she doesn't know about the ditchlings. Pinch Tabitha to see if you're dreaming. You reach forward and pinch your cousin. Oh, hey, what was that for? You suddenly remember you're supposed to pinch yourself to see if you're dreaming. Tabitha glares at you. There's gotta be an exit somewhere. We just have to look. Wait, do you hear music? Stella? Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Stella? Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Huh? I thought Oscar said the county owned this place. Yeah, Stella, it's us. Quit being weird. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Edwardine? Eddie? You've got to be kidding me. Alright, Edwardine. Can you show us the way out? Don't encourage her. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone. And you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here, of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what Father might do. Oh my, I wouldn't want to cross Father. I shall be away at once. Okay, what is this? Some kind of scene? Wow, great job, you got me. You can stop now. A flash of pain in Stella's eyes tells you that she's keenly aware of everything that's happening right now. She is in agony. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to the Western Front, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Shut up. Shut up. She can't. She's clearly possessed. But by what? A ghost? Edwardine Scarlet? Tabitha tenses. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. Let her go, spirit. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. Come on, we must have taken the wrong door out of the annex. We're getting out of here before anything else happens. We should hold hands, for safety, not because either of us are scared. We have to go after Stella. Absolutely not. We are not being drawn deeper into this weird garden, greenhouse, whatever it is. She yanks your arm, pulling you back the way you came. Where did the annex go? Just open the door. What can go wrong? You step forward and open the door. Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The doors in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Ugh, with teeth. Oh geez, what's going on in that? Are you kidding me? This is messed up. We need help. God, please let this call go through. Tabitha anxiously Tabitha anxiously taps her foot as she waits for her phone to connect. Hey, it's... What? No, it's Tabitha. Didn't you see the caller ID? Stop interrupting me. Can't you hear what I'm... Your cousin is cut off by the dial tone of a disconnected call. Great. She couldn't hear a word I said. Looks like we're on our own. Junior! Junior, pack your things! Quickly! Hurry! Jesus, Rosalina, you scare the shit out of me. Maybe we should run him out on a rail, too. Make an example of the whole family. Hold on. Did they sacrifice the minor strike person to the community? Wait, are there multiple ghosts? Your guess is as good as mine. Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. They were only children too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Oh. The collapse, Junior leaving, Charlie returning, it's starting to come together. Great, mystery solved. You can let us go now, Ghost. Do you know anything about this? All I know is that Charles Shaw's family left town. Okay, they were run out of town. I don't know anything else, and that's the honest truth. Quit grilling me. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're going to be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? Maybe the ghost is trying to tell us something about the collapse. Maybe Charles Shaw wasn't the only one responsible. Our family owns the mine, after all. No way we're free from guilt, right? Stuff that happened a century ago is irrelevant. You and I had nothing to do with it. I think the ghost might feel differently. Well, then the ghost needs to let it go and move on to whatever it is ghosts go when they're done being so pissed off. Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming in here tonight. What makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have you working in the mines too instead of lazing around in this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. Okay, so they didn't just run them out of town. They also kind of like rushed them into packing their stuff and getting out of town. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. So this is probably the ghost of one of the family members of Shaw. This is one of the townspeople. People keep talking to us. Who are we supposed to be? We've been called Charlie twice now. We're probably supposed to be the same person we were in the last room. So we've got to be playing the ghost, right? Back when it was alive. This must be right after the Shaw mine collapsed in 1918. It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones, even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you and Tabitha in the empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. We're in hell. We both died and we're in hell. Are we supposed to be Charlie? Is Charlie the ghost? Your guess is as good as mine. Who did you call on the phone earlier? Friend of the family, not that it matters though. The call didn't go through, so we're on our own. Okay, let's put our heads together. What do we know? We know that we can't leave, and we know that we're not possessed, at least as far as we can tell. And whatever we saw in this room at least happened right after the Shaw mine collapsed in 1918. I think the only option on the table for us right now is to keep doing what it wants us to do. Maybe it'll stop at some point, or maybe we'll figure out a way to escape. There are so many ditchlings here. Yeah, those things are horrible. We got 2, 3, maybe more. No wonder you were such a mess when you came back on Monday. You're right. The only way to get to the end of this. Sorry. You're right. There's only one way to get to the end of this. Shall we? Yeah, let's get this over with. You and Tabitha walk up to where the pounding door used to stand and stepped into the void. You're outside, and it's night, a false moon looming massive in the painted sky. The night feels thick and warm, the insects lively, their calls unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. What magic words do we have to say to get you to let us go? We're sorry, okay? Whatever our family did to piss you off so much, we're sorry. You poor dear, I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? Dang, how do you know I have the hots for... Oh my gosh. Is it just me, or does that shadow keep getting closer? Not just you. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to the two of you young-uns. Childhood sweethearts, just think of how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? It looks like there's more to this haunting other than the collapse. Yeah. I don't think I want to know so much about some fling my great-grandmother had. This is definitely too much information. And it really has nothing to do with me. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you. But it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? What do you know about Enoch, Tabitha? Our great-great-grandfather. He was in charge of the mines when they collapsed. Besides that, I don't actually know much about that man. Has there been some kind of theme with the possessions, like who's playing what role? Stella was Edwardine. Rosalina seemed to be the guy's mom. Alexis was some angry townsperson. And Knika is some nosy old lady. If there's a pattern here, I'm not seeing it. Maybe it'll be clearer once we've seen the full ensemble. Yeah, maybe. The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here, then you can both go free. No more misfortune, not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. Kanika mimes handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. The symbolism of these rooms could be helpful. I think I can parse some of it. The flies and the flowers could symbolize something that looks like it should be sweet, but is actually rotten. Do you know what some of this other stuff is? No, and I don't see how that helps us. It's obvious that no one should trust this lady. I mean, just listen to the way she talks. I don't need a fly-infested flower to tell me something is up with her. That's where you'll find them. You need her there. Then read what I've written down, and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. Tabitha sighs. Okay, let's find the way out. Unless you have any ideas, I don't think there's anything else we can do until we get to the end, or until we die, whichever. Before the two of you can leave, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh, with a tinge of the saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay. There you are. I would have found you sooner, but the resonant clearly doesn't want me here. It doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites. Did he just kill a ditchling? Alright, Wayne is clearly possessed by something. Note the stain on his shirt. Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? Are you Sam Wayne, or are you something else? Stop asking questions, and stop interacting with the thing at all, okay? So cold, Tabitha. After everything we've been through, to have you treat me like a stranger. Shut up. What an unfortunate situation you've been dragged into, Malice. Why can't you do as I ask and stay out of trouble? But that girl won't let you, will she, Stella? Is that her name? Perhaps I should pay her a visit soon, if she makes it out alive. Tabitha bolts for the underbrush, desperately pulling you along. Stella. You either know something about Wayne that I don't, or you have a pretty interesting coping mechanism. That thing isn't Sam Wayne. Couldn't you smell it? Can we please go and drop it? I don't want to spend another second thinking about what we just saw. The two of you step out from the brush and into a long wooden corridor lined by bottles and rails. A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you, and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in its center, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. So Oscar is Charles Sr. Yeah, Charles Shaw Sr. You should probably know about him by now. Everyone in Scarlet Hollow knows about him. What? Does this hand belong to that creature? What happened to Charles Shaw Sr.? I think you know everything there is to know. He was run out of town on a rail, then died miserable somewhere else. Of cirrhosis, I'm guessing from all this. Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back. Oh, what bullshit. Here we go with the whole Enoch thing again. Even if our family's hands were entirely clean, that still doesn't exonerate Shaw from the blame, pathetic and spiteful to the end. You're right, I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still. They destroy our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there, tell the people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. Do you think that's why he was getting close with Edwardine? I don't know. I guess it's possible. But it doesn't look like it panned out. Damn it, boy. I may not have till the morning. Promise me you'll go back. And at the very least show that Enoch bastard what for. I'm gonna stand in silence. You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls to the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. This ghost is so full of it. Your cousin steps forward and disappears through the hole left in the bed, leaving you to follow. Alright. I think I'm actually going to stop here for the night. Got any suggestions for something to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have yourselves a good night.